My name is Ben. I'm the medical advisor for Kerja Resources Berhad. To explain what is DNA in a very simple understanding, we are born with the DNA. Yeah, the DNA comes from our parents. We got 50% from our mother, 50% from our father. So our parents get their DNA from their parents, and their parents get the DNA from their parents. So it's generations of decoding that is being passed over to future generation. When it comes to DNA, it says that if your parents have got certain disease, chances for you to have it is 50%. Means that we will represent at least 50% of what we have from our parents. So that is what we call DNA. And DNA carries all the genetic information that is very much relevant to know actually what our parents have given to us. And also to know the hotspots. Means that what is the good thing they have given to us, what is also the bad thing, or what we said, what is the lacking, what is the thing that we need to know, that we need to be prepared. It cannot go wrong. What you inherit from your parents, it is almost 99.5% accurate. Today, we look at it, most of the people do buccal swab, right? Can actually put in, you can take out your saliva, that's one. Or some people actually collect the saliva, they send it, the live saliva, for lab testing. Some DNA tests also, basically, you can actually do that by your blood, take out your blood. If you look at outside, the DNA test basically, so many technologies are coming out with their own DNA profiling. But I must say that Danai, the DNA test is provided by Danai, is slightly different. Why? Number one is the technology is microarray and WS, which is the advanced in the market. That's number one. And the one Danai basically providing under their own brand, Danai DNA brand, it consists of 300 report and 600 gene, which is the most right now, right? You compare with whatever you have outside, is very less. People are only covering about 20 reports, maybe about 100 those days, and then you have less than 100 gene. But here in Danai, you have 600 gene. Obviously, the best thing about doing DNA in Danai, it is conducted in Danai itself. So you don't need to actually make an appointment to go to the hospital or go to to the lab and do it. So you can come to Danai Wellness, and the procedures are very simple. So you just have to go on with the procedures. Rest assured, less than a month you get your report, and then the consultation is given via online as well. It's something which is very interesting because the reporting format of DNA tests provided by Danai is very easy to be interpreted via online, because it has a lot of summaries and has got a lot of so-called drawing that makes the report to be understood easily via online consultation. So this is something which is very interestingly that Danai provides this to the customer. I think this makes Danai pretty unique compared to any other DNA providers. Here, Danai, we only require the saliva, which is there's a test kit. The patient or the guest have to just draw the saliva to a certain quantity that required and just seal it off. Then, you just have to send it over to Danai, or you can just get messengers to come and collect the sample and send it to the lab. Well, genetic tests can be done for those a young age. Kids can do. Up to even old age, up to 90 or years old, so you can do if you've never done or never performed a DNA test. But why kid need to do DNA test is because if you found that kid has got certain deficiency that you don't have the answer, example like if the kid has got autism, so you wanted to know whether the kid can develop severely in the future by looking at DNA. Now we need to understand DNA is basically you are looking into what you inherit from your parents. That is actually, there's no any limitation because today the technology has advanced very much further. If you look at today's DNA test and compare last time, you may today do a DNA test, it gives you about 300 reports with 600 gene. But with one single sample collection from the patient, is good enough for the technologies to update the future new reports of gene. Example, if today you do DNA test, like what Danai is providing, basically Danai cover the DNA test, which is from the DNA test you can know your lifestyle, you can know your disease risk factor, and it also been add on another one we call the cancer markers. So you also have this marker reading, which is additionally been given as technology as day goes and technology advances. So these are the things that basically what Danai DNA is providing into the test results as an advanced new test if we do the DNA profiling with Danai.